As the Dalek on my Doctor Who calendar over there tells me, it is now February, which means that it's a bit late to talk about New Year's resolutions. But that's what I'm going to do. In my defence, I have tried to make this video before a couple of times and they all met sticky ends. I mean, yeah, I was making them in the middle of January, which is still a bit late, but you know, we'll ignore that and move swiftly on. Because the point of my video whenever I tried to make it was that I don't do New Year's resolutions, because I know that I don't stick to them. So I kind of just decided that if I didn't make them in the first place, then I couldn't fail at them. Although they would always have been the kind that were doomed to failure from the first place, like do more exercise or work harder, which are stupid resolutions to make. But something that I did do, and this was last summer, because like I say, I don't do New Year's resolutions, so when I thought about doing this, I just did it. I wrote down a bunch of things in here that I think I called from now on, and a lot of them were actually just like specific things that I wanted to do, like go to the premiere of a movie, which had all gone to plan I would have done by now, because we were planning on going to the premiere of The Hobbit, and you know, doing the whole like coming out and you know, being excited and taking photos and being crazy fangirls, essentially. And that plan all failed because it turned out that the premiere was earlier than we thought it was, so we couldn't all get there to go. In fact, I think I was the only one who was going to be enthusiastic enough to go, and I didn't really want to go by myself. But even so, there are 2 more Hobbit movies, so I'm sure it will happen sooner or later. But the first thing that I wrote down was, I want to do more interesting things in order to make more interesting videos and take more interesting photos. Which I know kind of makes it sound like I just want to do interesting things to make more videos. But no, I want to do more interesting things with my life because I want to do interesting things with my life, and I want to take opportunities and all of that kind of cheesy rubbish. Although at the same time, I'm aware that a lot of my videos are me just giving my opinions to the world, and the world doesn't really care. So really, my goal is kind of to do more interesting things, but also to document them as well, as a general thing. And this kind of brings me on to the other thing that I want to talk about, which was Life Scouts. Now, I imagine you've heard of Life Scouts by now. If you haven't, there will be a video link on the poster, and to give you a quick thing, it's Alex Day's new big idea, kind of, as it were. And the idea is kind of like Boy Scouts, Girl Guides, whatever the equivalent is, I don't know, I was never in them. But it's for like big life achievements, like for instance, visiting Easter Island, or being able to drive, visiting a zoo, watching the sunrise, seeing the Eiffel Tower. So obviously a lot of them are things that a lot of people have done, some of them not so much, like skydiving. I don't think I will ever be skydiving at all in my life, thank you very much. But I have visited the Eiffel Tower, I have seen the Mona Lisa, I have watched the sunrise. But a big thing behind this is the concept of being able to tell your story to other people. And I really like that idea because I love telling people my anecdotes and stuff like that. And so that idea of having a little badge that can maybe spark a conversation is that really appeals to me, and I'm still looking forward to getting loads of badges. And obviously it'll spur me on to do interesting things so that I can get more badges than what I would have anyway. For instance, there's a skateboarding badge, which is not something that I would have decided to do on my own, but because I could get a badge for it, I may be thinking, yeah, I could maybe have a go, that would be interesting to do. I mean, I'd probably just fall flat on my face, but there you go, that's a good anecdote. So from now on, I'm going to be reblogging loads of badges on Tumblr, and I'll have like a link to so you can see them all, or I'll be making videos telling my story, depending on which I can be bothered to do. And I really encourage you to do the same, and like tell me stories in the comments, or link me to your, if you've got a Tumblr with a Life Scouts section, and I'll go and have a look at it, and we can see which badges we've got, which badges we haven't. We could, I don't know, I could meet up with some of you, we could get badges together. That sounds like excellent fun. So yeah. So that's my New Year's resolutions. I mean, no, it isn't really, but that's what I will be doing from now on. And hopefully it will benefit you too, because hopefully there will be some amusing, if not mildly interesting videos in the future from when I go and do crazy insane things, just to get a little badge. I have an end screen now. End screens are cool. End screens are also an excellent way to procrastinate doing work. Which kind of makes it sound like which kind of make it sound but when